Hello and welcome to episode number 11 of Make Some Noise. We're going to make some serious noise today. My fantastic co-host, Jamie Bostel, who is a huge talent in his own right. Check out his stuff, folks. He set up our guest today. So, Jamie, tell us about our guest. We, of course, have got Aaron Travis Rowe, who you recently did some work with. So let's talk about how you all know each other.
Man, I've known Aaron since God. How long have I known you, dude?
Probably been at least 12, 14 years, something like that.
Isn't that insane, dude? That's insane.
Yeah.
I've known Matt longer than you.
Yeah, we were roomies once in a
That's
house
right.
together.
That's right. In the 90s, Jason.
Oh, wow.
Right.
And, hey, Aaron, I don't know if you're aware of this, but when I did a search for you on Facebook to kind of, look you up, I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's more than one Aaron Rowe.
There probably is. That's why I quote unquote trademarks my name on Facebook.
There you go.
But it's also why he called his artist name Aaron Travis Rowe too.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think it's
Right.
slick. I think it sounds good, man.
And so, Matt, you were the producer from what I understand. So talk about, what's the point you hook up with Aaron and decided, you wanted to produce his music?
Well, I mean, I lived in Austin, Texas for 15 years, and I never knew Aaron until I actually came back. But we actually met through the music scene because I run sound live for a whole bunch of bands, and me and him became fast friends. And I told him I recorded it, and he's like, "Well, I've been wanting to record for a while." And finally, I talked him into giving it a shot with me after he heard one of my songs that he really liked, and so it just kind of went from there. And we've been working on this little project ever since. So,
And what was it about Aaron's music? The first time, he sent you some stuff or you heard his music that really kind of, made you take notice and say, hey, this is something I'd love to be involved with.
well, it wasn't really that because he never had any of it together or on anything. It was like all still in his head. But,
Okay.
just seeing him play in the bands that he's played in, the dude's a really great guitar player. And he can play some pretty damn good bass too. So
Aaron, let's talk a little bit about that. I mean, you've been a musician probably for a good portion of your life. So as Matt says, when you and him get together, you have these song ideas. Nothing's really laid down on tape. What was it like kind of to get with a producer like Matt and kind of bring these ideas to life and put them in song format?
Well, like he said, we hadn't known each other that long because he hadn't recently moved back into town, and we got to talking, and he said he did some of his own recording, and he played me a couple of the songs, and I really liked the production he had. His ear was really good, and he just knew how to kind of fill in the spaces with the music, which I was kind of getting into that myself, like listening in depth to songs and hearing all the parts together and everything. And Matt did a pretty good job with that. And we just got together, and I said, here, I got like these two chords. Here's an idea. And he sat down and we ran through the drums a couple times, and he pretty much had the song. And then we just built it from there. And then after that, I'm like, he did a really good job not ever hearing the song before. So I just kept him on board to do the following song, because he was a pretty quick learn.
Okay, now, Jamie, I'm going to throw it to you. Before I do, though, the fact is that people need to know that you and Aaron have got a song out that you guys record together called Me and You. So let's talk about, you guys getting together and a little bit more about the song. You can each, tell us about it.
Well, we actually have two songs out. We have Merry-Go-Round as well.
Merry-Go-Round, okay.
Check that out, Jason, too. That's a pretty killer song.
Okay, now let me ask you real quick, Jamie. Sorry to interrupt you, but because the reason I thought that it was the one song is the You and Me, it says on YouTube, it says featuring Jamie Bostel. I didn't notice that the other one did.
Yeah, the other one didn't say that. I don't know. That was on Aaron. I don't know.
I was trying to take all the credit.
No, I mean, yeah.
Hey, man.
No, it was my first time putting it on, doing something like this, like putting it on the streaming services, and I didn't see the tab that put the featuring
it's okay.
artist on the distributing thing. But when I thought the second time, I was like, I absolutely got to put his name on there because he was half the writing of it.
Again, that was part of my confusion, and that's why I asked only about the one song. Because, hey, we got two songs out. So That's why we want people to know about that when they go and check
Yeah,
the
yeah,
song.
yeah. Merry-go-round, and me and you. Yeah. But when I was recording stuff in 2021 stuff in my own studio, in my house, I was having guitar players come and do leads on my first solo album. And I had Aaron come and play guitar on a song called In My Blood. If you look
Okay.
on my stuff that's streaming under my name, there's a song called In My Blood that Aaron did a fantastic job on that. And I think, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think after that, Aaron got the bug to want to do more originals with me.
And now, Jamie, let me ask you, are you just kind of laying down some guitar tracks on these, or do you do any background vocals?
I didn't do anything on the new stuff with Aaron. He wrote Me and You, and he wrote Merry-Go-Round. I wrote In My Blood. That's a song I did
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
separately from these. This was with Matt and with Aaron and some special guest guitar players, and they asked me to sing on this stuff, and I was like, hell yeah, because I've known Aaron a long time, and I've known Matt too a long time, and I know they're great musicians, and I was like, I will definitely not even shake a stick at any great musician. I'll quickly work with somebody who knows their shit, basically.
Yeah, merry-go-round is funny because when I heard that, well, just the title, it reminded me of, that sounds nothing like it, but just the title alone reminded me of Motley Crue had a song called Merry-Go-Round years ago.
Yeah.
We didn't know that. We're thinking
Yeah,
more STP. We're thinking
going all
more.
the way back to 1981 off Too Fast for Love, but yeah, yeah, I think they spelled it different, but so let's talk about Merry-Go-Round. What specifically is that song about, Aaron?
Well, you'll have to ask Jamie because Jamie wrote the lyrics. I just came up with the music, but I knew when I wrote the music that I wanted it to be like a grungy song, and I was kind of feeling STP. And I hadn't told that to Jamie, and when I sent it to Jamie, he messaged me back, and he got the same vibe that I got from it.
Yeah.
And then he like wrote the lyrics within like a day or two or something, and sent it. Told me he had it ready and everything, and
Yeah.
yeah, the rest was history from that. But yeah, you'll have to ask him what the
So Jamie,
what
what
the
was your
meaning of the
inspiration
song.
for that?
I I don't know. It's about chasing a girl, basically, and we're going round and round,
Yeah,
kind of thing,
yeah.
kind of like that. It's like I want to ride this merry-go-round with you. I'm choosing you, but if you don't choose me, then I guess that's kind of what it's about. I don't
And you
know.
and me now, Jamie. While I got you on, talking here, I guess you wrote that too.
Me and
Any,
you. It's me
yeah,
and you.
me and you. I'm sorry.
You're so correct, dude.
Yeah. Any chance that your wife was inspiration for that?
Maybe a little bit,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, probably. My life's changed. My wife has changed my life a lot. You
yeah.
know, I don't know. I just when I heard the music, I don't overthink it, Jason.
The
Seriously.
reason I asked is because I don't know about you, but a lot of times when I listen to songs, especially if they got lyrics, I'm trying. I try to think, what's the story that the guy's trying to tell me here? What's the meaning behind the song? And the meaning I got behind that song was, it could be a woman, a man, whoever you're talking about, but like that special somebody in your life that it could even be your best friend. Maybe you don't have a wife or a girlfriend, but maybe you got a real best friend, somebody that's always there for you. It could be that person, that you always count on.
No, it's definitely about chicks.
Yeah.
Not about dudes.
This is Bostel.
You're like, it could be about. We're not going to say boyfriend, but I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
I mean, it's open to interpretation, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Jason, you opened your foot on that one, bro.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I didn't overthink it. The words came to me. I heard the music, and those are the words that came to me. And I play with words a little bit. Like, okay, I want the verse to make sense. And it had to make sense and tie together. The pre-chorus is we hit a wall again. Where it seems like we're singing the same song. Well, it's like we're always back and forth. Can we get this right? Basically, kind of thing. I believe in you, but do you believe in me?
Okay. Yeah.
We've had unbalanced love before in our lives where, I love you, but do you really love me the way I love you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not really about my wife. I'm just saying it's about a relationship. It's
I
kind of
got
like,
you. Okay.
I guess.
Metaphors. Totally metaphoric.
Totally
Yeah,
about,
okay.
totally about chicks.
And so when you guys recorded these songs, I was curious, everybody in the same room together, or did everybody record their parts separately and Matt pieced it all together?
That's on you guys.
Well, I'll answer the first part of it here. The both of the songs, Aaron came in with the rhythm idea on the guitar, and I sat down to the drums and we played along with it. And didn't take me long to hash out what I wanted to do. And then after I did the drums, then we kind of made sure all the drums were right the way they were supposed to be. And then he started doing his rhythm guitar parts and bass parts. I can't remember if he did the rhythm or the bass first. I think it was the rhythm first, and then the bass. Then we added all the final touches and then handed the song to Jamie, and Jamie wrote the lyrics and came in a couple days later on both of them and railed them all out real quick.
Oh, wow. And so, Aaron, I always love to ask people like, you're a guitar player. So I was curious how old were you first picked up the guitar and knew that's what you wanted to be doing,
So I actually started playing bass first, and I think I was 13 or 14 when I got my first one, and then I didn't probably start playing guitar seriously till I was 18 or something. I'd fiddled around here and there, but I was primarily a bass player, and then I got a guitar for my birthday or Christmas or something,
and he is a damn good bass player too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
The guitar changed my life. I mean, it was
a
more.
Lot of guys, they do start out on the bass or some other instrument, they move over to guitar. I mean, look at like famous Van Halen brothers. It was actually Alex that started out on the guitar, and Eddie started out as a drummer, and then they switched. Yeah. So you just never know.
I started out as a drummer and became a singer.
Oh wow! Well, a lot of famous drummers became singers. You got like Janie Lane from Warrant. You got Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. Phil Collins from Genesis, and the list goes on and on.
Kevin Martin from Candlebox was a drummer. Yep.
Don Henley from the Eagles.
Yeah.
And another one that didn't get a lot of credit because he didn't have enough time up front. Taylor Hawkins was pretty awesome too.
Oh, dude. Totally. His solo albums are pretty incredible too, for sure. Yes.
Yeah, one of my all-time favorite drummers has got to be Carmine Appice. He's one bad motherfucker. No matter what band he's in, you hear that guy banging on those drums.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And his brother Vinny. Vinny played for Dio and Black Sabbath.
Yeah. And when those two get together, it's hilarious because like they can't even pronounce the name, their last name. So it was like
one's Appice, the other's Appice.
Yeah. And they did this cool show years ago, the Drum Wars. But that's a cool thing. If you ever had
let's not forget Chad Channing, Jason.
Yeah, Chad Channing.
He's a beast of a drummer too, and a musician.
Yeah, connections that he brought on our show. So we so appreciate that. And that was one of our most viewed shows together. But what I was getting ready to ask you, Aaron, about playing the guitar. Talk about some of your guitar heroes growing up. Who influenced you?
Well, probably when I started playing guitar, I think right off the bat was Stevie Ray Vaughan. Then my buddy introduced me to Led Zeppelin, and that Jimmy Page was just eye-opening for me. I mean, he blew me away. And the thing I really liked about him is that he's very sloppy, and like that kind of reminds me of myself when I play live.
Slash is sloppy too.
Slash is sloppy, and Slash was a big guy for me too. And then the older I get now, I really appreciate Dean DeLeo from Stone Temple Pilot. Is one of my favorites. Both of them, there's a brother too, Robert on bass. One of my favorites.
And
Steve
Lukather.
Lukather.
Yeah, they're totally gifted, too. Besides being a great guitar player, he's a great songwriter. I think, in fact, he's equally known for his talent as a songwriter as well as a guitar player. Yeah.
Correct.
So, what comes easier for you, Aaron? Playing the guitar or writing song?
Probably playing the guitar.
Yeah.
I don't do a whole lot of writing anymore. It was Matt kind of pushed me in that direction to start doing it more, and now I'm trying to do it as much as I can. Even though if you ask him, I procrastinate a lot, and but he did push me into start doing that more, or else I'd still
So
just have a bunch of ideas on my
are you the
phone.
type of musician, Aaron? Because again, I don't know how long you've been doing this, or you're just kind of getting really serious about it finally at this point in life. But I went on your YouTube page and I see just 2 songs. So my question there is, I'm assuming there's going to be more songs, but like, what's the plan moving forward? Is it going to be like a full length album, an EP? What do you think's the next step for you?
I mean, ideally, I would like to do a whole album, but now I think at this point, I'm just gonna write a song and release it as I go, and not.
That's what I was asking because that's kind of the modern way a lot of people do it, and you just
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm also like very impatient that I don't want to wait till I get 10 songs done to release any music out to
Yeah.
people. Like I get
I
done with
just
it, I'm excited about it, and I want to put it out there.
Are you kind of a perfectionist in the sense that like you agonize over one song until you feel it's just right, or
I think
not really?
that's
Yeah, oh,
more
yeah.
me.
I mean, yeah, both of us, all of us, I think are like that to some extent.
oh yeah.
I mean, we all kind of want it perfect. I mean, I don't know who wouldn't want it perfect. But at
No,
some
yeah,
point, you just
yeah,
kind of have to say
yeah.
it's as good as you're going to get it without wasting, way more time on it.
Yeah. And what's that been like for you, Aaron? Like, I mean, again, you have the 2 songs that, but like just with the kind of going by your Facebook page and what people have been commenting about the songs. I mean, what kind of response have you got, and what's that been like? You've been enjoying hearing from the people.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I have quite a few friends that say that like that's stuck in their head all day. They listen to it. I had one friend in particular. She messaged me and she was like, the lyrics for Me and You like really resonated with me because she was dealing with something with one of her with her relationship, and
Oh, wow.
so he was like, she's like that one really spoke to me, and I get it, I got it, and so that was nice to hear. I mean, the whole point of music to me is to evoke emotion, and it did that.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. And let's give it up for our producer, Matt, too, man, for sure. Making it sound the way it sounds, for sure. Done a killer job on the production, dude.
He's got a great ear. I mean, that's why I enjoy it. And both of you guys are just super easy to work with, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's why. So I've continued to do stuff with both of them.
So Matt, I don't know if you want to put it out there, but as far as anybody watching this, if anybody's interested in maybe talking about producing their music, is there a way they could get a hold
There
of
you
you?
go, Matt.
Yes, totally. My official business name is Wavemaker Inc. I do production, recording, tracking, mixing, mastering. I can play all the instruments. If you need a studio guy to sit down and do something for you to fill a hole,
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 30 years, and I did it in Austin, Texas, when I lived down there for 15 years, and I was walking into recording studios mixing for people on their gear. So I've got a pretty vast knowledge of this whole thing.
And he can deliver a pizza in 30 minutes or less
there you go.
too.
There you go.
Yes.
That's always important. Now, Matt, as a producer, I always kind of now that I have you kind of here, I'll ask you. There's a bit of a controversy, like a lot of the records, that we grew up on that we really love. Something like maybe Warrant's Cherry Pie. The producer didn't necessarily like the way the guitar player in the band played the
Yeah.
solo, so they brought in like an outside guitar player to play on some of the songs. What
Yeah.
do you think about those incidents? Do you think sometimes it's really needed to do it, or
I'll say the same thing that Nick said to John Beato. You're paying me $1 million to get this project done as best as it can possibly be. If the person who wrote the songs can't cut it, I'm still going to have somebody play it better.
okay?
And
Yeah.
that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
But the whole idea is nobody's paying me $1 million, so I'm
No,
working with what I got. But I won't waste my time working with something that's not good enough to produce.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and so Jamie, as far as you guys got these 2 great tracks we've been talking about, Merry-Go-Round and Me and You. And so let me ask you, you guys planning on doing any more songs together?
No, I don't ever want to see these guys again.
Total rock star attitude. Yeah.
No, hell yeah. I'm proud of what we did. 100%. I'm just as excited as they are, and I'm going to do my best to push it to the people I know, just like I pushed it to you.
Yeah.
I said, this isn't about me just because
No. But
No, I want people to know it's
Yeah.
not about me. I want people to know that Aaron can write. Aaron's a good writer. He composed these pieces of music, and people should know that.
Yeah. It's all about the team effort. You know what I mean? Um, and that's good because if you were really a guy with an ego, like you said, like that, the very first thing that you would have said on the show tonight is, hey, I was on both tracks, but it's not about that. I mean,
No, man. It's also about proving to people in our own music scene that people need to come together and work together. And look what can be done. Look what can be done when you do that. I have a history of playing with the bands I played with. I'm a rock metal guy and stuff. And then I did this pop song with Aaron. And when Aaron got it back from me, it was like, wow, I can't believe you did that with that. He didn't know because they originally had a girl singing that song. You might want to tell him that story, guys.
Oh, I'd love to. Hey, you guys, it'd be cool to put kind of out that, if you still have it, the tape or whatever, put out an alternative version. Like, hey, this is the original demo version.
It's nothing like, no, I completely gutted it.
It's completely different.
Okay. Maybe not.
We also got to give props to two other guys that helped us on this. A guy named Matt Kotnick. He has his own band called the Matt Kotnick Band, and a guy that's one of the local guitar legends around here. His name is Greg DeWald, and he's played in a lot of bigger regional stuff over his life. But he's the one that did the solo on Merry Go Round, and he smoked it. But also back to my contact info. You can just find me on Facebook.
Okay.
Under Matt Woolley. It's the big bald guy.
hey, we're all here. Yeah. And so, probably the one of the most hair right now is Aaron.
Yeah.
I've known Greg a long time too. I was going to Cheers Open Jam when Greg was hosting it back in the 90s. Greg and Paul Zulis were hosting Open Jam. That's when I first met Greg DeWald. Yep.
And so, Aaron, you got these two great songs, and hopefully more is on the way. But any chance that you have any desire to get out there and play live, or do you ever get a chance to?
Oh yeah, I have a couple cover bands. As far as doing the original stuff out, if the time and everything lined up properly to do that, I wouldn't maybe be opposed to doing that. But it would have to be, I'd have to find the right people to do it, and it'd have to be the right circumstances to do it. But
you really want to shock people when you play live, especially say you got a cover band. Maybe throw in in the middle of the set, like one of your original tunes, and kind of fool the crowd into thinking, hey, I never heard that. Okay, I got to look that up. Okay, yeah.
That's what the bands around here used to do. The cover bands, they would mix it up and play both, and a lot of the times the people liked hearing their originals better than the songs they all knew.
Back in the 90s, it was like that. I was in a band. Well, ask Matt. He was in a band too.
I was in a ska band called Skabadoo.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They were great.
Oh, wow.
They were great. And I was in a band. I was in a grunge band, Dead on Sunday, and we did covers and originals too. And back in the 90s, that was a big thing. A lot of bands around here in the South Bend area were doing original music.
And blending it into covers.
Wow. Aaron, as far as the cover band, you want to tell us a little bit about the cover band, the name of it maybe, and what kind of covers you play?
Okay, so I have one of my cover bands is a 90s and 2000s rock band called 92K.
Okay.
I do a lot of like everything from STP and Alice in Chains to Tool and Fuel.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you don't get too
much. And then I have I have two top 40s bands. One's more pop oriented, one's more like just in general rock and classic rock, and one's called Size Matters, the other one's called Alter Fab.
Size Matters, I love that, and that's so cool that you're doing all these different projects, because even the one that you said is more pop oriented, that's cool too, because that's got to be totally different from what you typically do, and that shows, I think, your range.
It is. It's a lot of no guitar solos, no distorted guitar. It's all just funky guitar chords and simple stuff. But it's fun to play. Yeah, keyboard heavy. I mean, it is different, but I do like getting the variety in there.
Yeah, that shows your range as a musician. You got that ability to do that. A lot of that's I think what gets in a lot of cats, musicians' ways. They're like, no, I'm just a metal guy. James Lomenzo, the bass player from Megadeth, I heard somebody ask him, why do you play with John Fogerty too? And he's like, well, you know what? It's a good paying gig, but why not? You can do both.
Well, I remember meeting Aaron. I think it was 2011, dude. 2010. You were in the Recall, and you guys did originals and covers in that band.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, wow. I can't believe it's time to wrap up the show tonight, guys. I want to thank you for coming on. And first of all, Aaron, you're welcome back anytime. And what I mean by that, anytime, next time you have a new song you're ready to release, let us know, and then we'll welcome you back. I'd love to have you, Matt, come back on, separately.
Appreciate that.
Just kind of interview
Thank you.
you too about your career as a producer, who you're working with, and
well, I'm also an artist, and I'm getting ready to release my 4th studio album pretty soon as well.
Hey, Matt, let's keep in touch, and I'd love to hear your stuff. And I'm serious. Okay, we'll have you come back and talk about all that. And
sure.
Of course, Jamie, you're always on the show with me, and you're continuing to pump out book great guests for a show. So we really appreciate that. I'll let you wrap up the show tonight, Jamie.
Yeah, man. I love you guys, man. I've known you a long time. You guys mean a lot to me, and it means a lot that we pulled together and did this. Everyone.
I couldn't ask for a better writing team than you guys, so I appreciate it.
And folks, go and make some serious noise and check out Aaron Travis Rowe. Woo! And Jamie Bostel and Matt, the producer. Take care, guys. Bye.
Matt
Thank
Woolley.
Matt Woolley, I'm sorry.
Jay Brock.
That's right. Keep it simple.